we're back on the channel.
Ladies and gentlemen,
let's go. Today, one of our favorite subjects, the Moonbreon, the Umbreon VMAX All Art from Evolving Lives. What is happening? Super volatile card, pricing all over the place, very far down here in the last week to 2 weeks. About half on the PSA 10. We're gonna show it to you, but make sure you hit that like button for the speculation that's incoming. What is going on with the Moonbreon price point? It has been all over the place since this card was available. It went down at first, then it went up, then it went way up, and now it's falling down pretty hard. So let's show it to you. Let's see what's going on. But first, this is a sneak preview. It has gone far down here recently. Still a fantastic card. So if you own this card, if you're holding it, if you've invested in it, don't feel like, you know, you're doing bad right now, because who knows, 2 weeks from now it could be $2,000. You just never know with this card. It's super unpredictable. Here's Poké data for Evolving Lives. Now this is from the very beginning, so you can see when the set was released is going to be all the way to the left, and then current is all the way to the right. Now we'll show you TCG Player and eBay, but essentially this is a $500 card now, and less than a month ago on my own community I showed you could not find this card with good centering for under $650. So $150 drop in 30 days is pretty crazy for a card that I still think is way hyped. I think tons of people don't own this card and are still looking to own it. I see want to buy posts pretty much every hour of the day on Facebook. Someone wants to buy this card, whether it's raw, PSA 10, PSA 9. I'm not a fan of CGC, so I don't even know. I don't really look at CGC postings, you know what I'm saying? PSA, baby. But here's the other listing that we had in our community posts. Let's show it to you. $1,500 for a PSA 10 1 month ago. $1,500. I just saw a closed or a sold comp on eBay for under $800. So half the price in a month on a PSA 10 copy of the Moonbreon is kind of shocking to see for me. I own this card. I would never sell it, so it doesn't matter to me. I don't care if it's worth $1, $10,000, $1 million. I'm not selling my PSA 10 Moonbreon that we pulled here live on the channel. Let's go. But it's a $500 card, and I have some theories on this, but let's show you some more data before we get into our speculation point. Poké data. eBay on here is, I think it must be lagging a little bit behind. 867.63 for a PSA 10, 546.04 for a PSA 9. That's a little interesting that $50 over raw as a PSA 9, because if you're getting a PSA 8 on this thing, you must have played it, damaged it yourself, terrible factory defect or something. I mean, this is a 9 or a 10 card all day. So it's interesting to see that $50 more than raw pricing will get you a PSA 9. I'd personally rather just have the PSA 9. I don't have to worry about mailing it to PSA. It's out of my pocket, or it's out of my collection, etc., etc. Let's show you. Here's the most recent sold on eBay for the Moon Kitty. Look at that, $800 today for a PSA 10. Someone got a raw copy for $600. That is atypical right now. They must have really liked the centering on that card. A best offer accepted under $800 for a PSA 10 Mooncat. $515 for a raw. $520 best offer accepted. Let's see what else we have. 600 best offer accepted. This one reached 790 for the PSA 10. So 760. This one 939. I don't understand how someone will pay 939 for the same card that someone else is gonna buy literally the exact same day for nearly $200 less. I don't know if people just don't know how to use eBay or what, but it's kind of weird to me. Then we have another best offer accepted under $450. I think that might be the cheapest copy I've seen in months. This listing right here. Let's take a look at it and see if there's something we can spot. Oh, 2 feedback. Maybe that's why. 2 feedback. And the centering looks good though. 2 feedback. Great condition, no scars, blah, 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 blah. I mean, I guess that one could show up at your door. That's not too sketchy looking. I personally wouldn't spend $400+ on a raw Pokemon card from a eBay seller with 2 feedback. But it is going to get that authenticity guarantee, so it'll go through eBay check. But that's the cheapest I've seen an Umbreon VMAX with good centering sell in months. You can keep scrolling these. This one did not have good centering. Another PSA 10 went for $790. This one is a BGS 9.5, went for under $720. $450 for that copy. I mean, this card has definitely come way down in the last 30 days. Now, here's the TCG player. I have it on the 1 year mark, so we can see it went up here, and then it kind of was stagnant, even dropped off a little bit. But then here's the super hype. Right when all the reprint rumors were, right when the reprint came through, this card went on a straight up rocket ship. It went 315, or sorry, we'll go to the low point, 307 all the way up to 600, nearly 600. So almost doubled in that period. So am I surprised that it's retracing a little bit? No. Am I surprised at how fast it's come down? Yes. Now, I think the time of year has a lot to do with this card declining in value. I think V-Star Universe being released and being so hyped, I think people have sold cards to be able to afford buying that set because it's expensive. It's $100+ for a 10 booster pack box of V-Star Universe. So people might be offloading their Moonbreon so they can get some of those boxes, because there's some serious chase cards in V-Star Universe. Lots of people love that set, I'm included. We can't wait to open some on the channel. I'm struggling with how I want to do that, so that's why you haven't seen me open it yet. I don't know if I'm gonna get a case or what, but I think that's playing into the price drop on the Moonbreon. I think V-Star Universe, followed by everyone knows Crown Zenith, is about a month away. I think people are making room in their budgets to be able to open a lot of that set, because it is a collection set, special collection set, so it's more expensive per pack. If people haven't budgeted for that, they might need to sell some of their higher end cards to be able to afford opening it. I think that's coming into play. I think, you know, Christmas, people need money for Christmas gifts. They might be selling the Mooncat that they own in a PSA 10, PSA 9 raw, so they can buy some gifts for family and friends. So I think that's also why you're seeing a downturn, is when people need money at this time of year. Very critical topic is, do you got the money for your Christmas gifts? You don't want to go into extra debt. Might be selling some stuff, and the first thing you grab might be the Mooncat, because it might be the easiest thing for you to offload. So I think that's coming into play as well. And then also to go with that, people are not buying a card that was released over a year ago raw. At this point of the year, they might be buying sealed product, they might be buying watches, they might be buying a diamond ring for their spouse, whatever the case may be. This is not the priority right now, which you're seeing a supply and demand shift. It went from scorching hot, hard to find, wanted good centering, shot the price up, and now people are like, oh, I need money, this card isn't important to me right now, I have other priorities right now, Crown Zenith is coming, V-Star Universe, I need to sell this bad boy. So you're seeing a little shift in the dynamics of the market. Now also, I personally believe that this bad boy was manipulated in the market. I do not think this was ever a $650 raw card. I don't think it was ever a $1,500 PSA 10 card. I personally don't believe that. I think it was artificially shot up there by someone that was trying to manipulate the market. Now, they might have bought up, 100 copies of themselves. They might have had a group that bought out this card and shot the price way up there. And then they decided, okay, we bought this card for 400 or 450 bucks. It's now worth 550, 600. I'm going to take my $100 to $150 bill and I'm going to unload these. That could have happened as well. You can see on TCG Player right now, someone bought this in a near mint for $480 today, $480 today for something that was $650 30 days ago. Very strange to see. Do you guys like this card as much as we do? Do you own this card? Do you want to buy this card? Do you think you know what's happening with this card? Let us know in the comment section. Shout out to the Premier Gang, that live chat Premier Gang. Shout out to you, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel because we love covering the Moonbreon. This card has been super volatile in the last 3 months. It might get super volatile again the next 3 months. You just never know. Are we seeing a little bit more leveling off, a more average price point at that $400 to $500 mark? I still think that's a little bit high. We'll see come summer 2023. I think that's when you'll see this thing really settle down. We might get another reprint of Evolving Lies. You just never know. What? Exactly. You just never know with Pokemon. They might reprint this bad boy into Oblivion. You might see this card come under $100 because there's booster boxes everywhere for $100 in 4 months. You just never know with Pokemon. They'll surprise you, and they definitely don't care about people that are investing in the collectability of the cards. They're after lining their pockets with doll hairs, your doll hairs. So thanks again for tuning into the video. Let us know what you think is going on with this card, but it's definitely dropped over $200 in a month. The PSA 10 price point has dropped literally in half in a month, which is pretty crazy. If you own a bunch of these cards, you're probably sweating right now, but it'll get better. It'll even out. At some point, everyone will circle back to this card. It just might take a few years, but also you just never know. Come middle of January, this thing could go to $800 raw. You just never know with the Mooncat. That's why we're so fascinated with it. The Evolving Lies market is literally broken. Hit that like button on the way out. Until the next one, peace.